In the second part of this video on adding items and adding files, which was done in the first part, I'm going to close with how to add a URL so that your students can directly go to a location on the web as a piece of course content. So in my course, I'm in a content area, and I have included here a web page, and you can tell by the new icon system in Blackboard 9. This is an item because it has the little image up here, so it's kind of emphasizing that not only do you have text, you have images. This icon simply has text, so it's an item, and this one here has the globe, which tends to talk about something to do with the internet. To add a piece of content that is a URL, you're going to pull down Build Content. You're going to select URL from the menu. And when you look at those fields, a URL has two pieces of required information. You do get to name what the link is, and then you can put the direct URL here. In some cases, people will put the whole URL for the student to link to, but naming it makes it much easier for a student to navigate through your course. Let's say I wanted my students to go to the University of La Verne Wikipedia page. If that were the case, I might title this University of La Verne Wikipedia. Now when my students see this link, that's the thing they're going to click on. Now, some people like to try to hand type something in from memory. I don't recommend that. I am at the site that I would like on my course, and although you can't see the whole thing, when I click into the URL here, it selects the whole thing with a single click. And it's off screen, but I would go to my edit menu, you can see it kind of in the corner there, and I would choose my choice for copy. Then I would return to Blackboard, and I would put my cursor in the location for the URL, and again I would choose my menu, and just off screen I would choose the paste option, and now I know for sure that I have the correct URL because I haven't typed it from memory and accidentally mistaken a character or added a comma instead of a period. This is all you have to do for a URL, but Blackboard allows you to add additional information. So if your students were actually going to go to this location and have an assignment, you might describe the assignment here, and you can also attach something. So perhaps there is a note-taking page that they have or a series of questions that they need to answer. Adding a URL has a lot of rich features. You can have the availability set on, and there's an option that has different uses, but it asks if you'd like this link to open in a new window. What that would mean is that in my case here, I have Blackboard open here and I have Wikipedia open here. If you set that option, it will open in a second window in your student's browser. If you say no, if you keep it at no, it will keep this stuff. It will keep the trail of breadcrumbs here for the student, and the Wikipedia window will open here in the center of their screen, and then they can select these breadcrumbs to return to the course. So it sort of depends on what you want your students to be able to do, whether you use this open in a new window or not. Tracking who's visited this site and setting the availability are similar to other items. So in adding a URL, again, it has to be in a content area. You choose the build content, and it'll pull that down so you can choose URL. You name it, and I have put that you can copy or you can type the URL, describing and attaching files, availability, and date options. So there's quite a few things that you can do with content in the new Blackboard system.